So you have the contacts, you have the other landscapers. They're referring you, and you show up because you have the machine. They have the laborers, they have the customer, but you have the machine, and because you have the machine, you're always going to have customers. Always. And the cost of getting that machine is always going to be what they can rent it, operate it, and fuel it for. So whatever they can rent it for per day, fuel it, and operate it for is what the cost of that machine is going to be. The catch there is that it's really high. It's actually ridiculous. Like to rent one of these machines is like $600 a day. To fuel it's like $50 a day. To operate it's like $150 to $200 a day. So you can charge $800 a day, but the monthly payment on a machine like this is like $1,000. So in one day, if you finance your machines, you can pay them off. However, if you choose to not finance your machines, which I think is a lot smarter, and I'm going back to that, 100% not financing shit, okay? Because there's a lot of different opportunities that come your way. It's weird. It's like magic. When you don't finance shit, life just seems to be better. We're not going to talk about that in this scope. We'll talk about financing and paying things cash in another scope. But what I want to put out there is that, yes, the Mulcher Mafia is kind of kicking my ass because this is the highest level, the highest per dollar that you can get per hour with this size machine. And honestly, it's the smallest machine by like half compared to the rest of these guys. However, tomorrow, if I can get this thing patched up and all looking good and she's all running good, she's going to go bill $150 an hour. And I'm just going to sit in there and listen to my iPod, listen to some podcasts, and I'm just going to bill. I'm just going to sit there and just bill hours. And at the end of the day, I'm going to get cash. And that cash is going to go in my safe. And it's going to do like that every single freaking day. And I have 3 machines because I'm scared if one machine breaks, then I'm screwed. But the reality is if I get rid of my other 2 machines and just go down to 1 machine, then so what if it breaks? Because in the first 1 or 2 days of the month, I've paid the fixed cost. Once I've paid the machine off, then who cares if it breaks like every freaking day? As long as it works 1 day a month, I've made enough to live. But if I build the business, if I develop it like any other business, and I pay machines off and I get more additional machines, then I'll have a business that bills $150 to $200 to $250 an hour. And here's the other catch. If I go bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger in machines, I don't need to get any more people. I just don't. I don't need any more people. I can replace this $30,000 machine with a $300,000 machine, and I can still sit my ass in that machine. And worst case is I can just find some awesome drug-free, perfect dude off the street and say, hey, listen, kid, you want to make $400 a day, run a machine? Here's the catch. Don't bug me. Don't text me. Don't fuck up. And if you do, no big deal. There's a million other guys behind you for $400 a day. Are we clear? And there's no more problems with labor, right? So now you're doing LandWorX. You're doing the machine side of things. You can do it by yourself. And you can also bring in other dudes if you want to, and you can pay them a lot more.